everyone. So right, it is 11 o'clock at night. It's Monday. Here the cat's behind me. This is a little bit of a different video for me. For most of you that know me know I'm into this kind of creepy, weird shite, as you want to call it. If you are not into like paranormal, spiritual things, ghost hunting, then please click off. You know, go and watch somebody else. Don't leave any negative comment. If this video is not for you, that's fair enough. Totally understand. And yeah, I totally support your decision to do that. But this is what I like. This is what I'm into. So I'm just wondering where the cats are because I'm going to be making them leave this room just for tonight. As you can see, my bedroom behind me. I do have another spare room that's empty. I've put their toys and their boxes and stuff in, although Shizuma's currently playing on a tree. Excuse me, I'm sweating. It's late in the evening, it's quite warm. As I said, this is a little bit of a different video for me. This video was inspired by the lovely Laura, who's Minx Laura 123 here on YouTube, who I've had as a YouTube friend and Facebook friend for quite a few years now. And yeah, so what the video is I have a security camera there. That's not where it is all the time, by the way. I can't tell you, obviously, for safety reasons, where I normally have it. But for tonight, this is where it's going to be. Now, this little security camera is just a cheapy one I bought off, I think it was Amazon, for like £19. And it has a motion sensor on it and night vision. So what I'm going to do, I totally forgot it had motion sensor on it. It wasn't until Laura was mentioning that that's what she was going to do in her house, because she's got quite an old haunted house in Southend. And if anybody's new here to my channel and watching this, I live in Ayrshire at the moment. I say at the moment, I've been in Ayrshire for 20 years, so you know, I say at the moment, you never know. Yeah, so I live in Ayrshire, Laura's in Southend, but as I said, we're friends. And yeah, so anyway, the idea is tonight I'm gonna shut the living room door, I'm gonna have my camera on, and I'm gonna change my settings because I've not got the motion sensor on. Basically what it means, if it detects anything moving, the camera will follow it. So I've not got that on because obviously I'm in and out, the cats are in and out, you know, family and friends and that are coming over, they're all in and out. The camera would be going haywire, so I just have it so that the camera just spots the whole room. It's just recording the whole room. But tonight I'm going to have it so that if it detects anything moving, it's going to follow it. So the camera does go up and down and completely 360. So again, the cats are going to be out. So maybe for the first, I think, half an hour, there could be just like a lot of dust. I don't know whether it picks up. I'm going to put the sensitivity up high as well. If I remember, I'll do a little screen recording and you can see me adjusting the settings, and I'll add it here. If I haven't, I apologise. I apologise. Yeah, so that's what's going to go on. To do these kind of videos, as you know, you need to protect yourself first. So I'll be doing a little prayer and yeah, just filling the room with love and light, and all that, filling myself with love and light, and doing all that shenanigans. If anybody wants to see that, me doing that on a different video, then I will, but I'm going to be doing it off video just because you need to have your inner vibrations, as it were, positive. So for me to be doing it on camera, I'm going to be concentrating on what you're watching me do, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to be concentrating on, you know, filling the room with love and light, so that I'm not allowing no bad energies in. And yeah, you can only do a kind of video like this if you're in a good mindset. So if you're feeling depressed, or you've had a bad day, or you know, somebody's pissed you off, or you've had an argument with a friend or a partner, don't be doing a video like this at that particular time, because your inner vibrations will be negative, and then you're going to attract negative energies, if you know what I mean. I could go on and on and on about it, but just for now, I'm just letting you know this is just a quick quick little test, I've never done it before. I'm not sure if Laura's done it before actually. I've got to catch up on a lot of Laura's videos because for some reason they haven't been coming up on my notifications. So, but she's going to be doing one of these videos as well, so go over to her channel and check out for that. One of the cats is absolutely destroying a cardboard box. I gave him a cardboard box. Every now and then I give him a big cardboard box to play with. So, as well as doing this camera, you're currently sitting on what I'm going to use as a trigger object. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to do a few videos like this and have an object that belongs to someone that I know that has passed. Now this trigger object is really weird. This is going to be a weird one because Laura also knows this person. This trigger object that you're sitting on is actually a tea leaf reading cup that was passed on to me by a lovely woman called Marlene. I won't say her surname, but Laura had it on Facebook as well. Marlene used to follow Laura for her ASMR videos, and Marlene was my mum's best friend, and I also called her like my adopted mummykins because I grew up with her, and I was always around Marlene's house growing up, and into a teenager, and when I first became a mother in my teens. Marlene has sadly passed away, and I've been given her tea leaf reading cup to do tea leaf reading, which is weird as well because my grandmother, like my mum's mum, used to be a tea leaf reader. We're all a bit spooky, freaky, psychic, empaths, whatever you want to call us. I don't know what I am. I just call myself, I think I'm more of a sensitive than anything else. Like I have dreams and a lot of my dreams come true, or it's just, if you've watched my channel for a long while, you know I can be a little bit freaky. My children, and I'm sure some of my friends will even comment that I'm a little bit freaky. So I'm using this trigger object and putting it out there that maybe Marlene, or she might bring somebody through, that she'll come through as maybe like an orb. So let's just say like an orb, or we don't know. As I said, I'm getting tingles. Hang on a sec, whoa. I am literally getting goosebumps, and I'm getting, whoa. Why have I got so emotional? Bloody hell, wasn't expecting this. I just got really goosebumps from my head to my toe. Now, that doesn't mean to say anything is going to happen tonight. It just means that she's listening in and she's giving me the tingles. But anyway, I'm using this trigger object of hers in hoping that maybe she'll come through. I don't know. I'm going to use different trigger objects, as I said, family or friends that have passed, and see what happens on each night. As I said, I'm going to go off the video now and do my prayers and my like positive affirmations, as it were, so that only love and light can enter the room, the house. Nothing can come near me, no harm can come to me, and things like that. Also, when I'm done tomorrow, I shall be white saging the house. I can do that on a video as well if you want. Excuse me if you can hear the cats destroying an absolute cardboard box in the back. And also I've got neighbours through the wall that are blasting their TV because they're a bit Mutt and Jeff. So, bless them. So now I'm going to go and do my cats. They're just meant. I say that, like, I've got my onesie on. It's got cat skulls on it. That's not a good vibe for the video, is it? Really, I didn't think that through. So I'm going to go and I'm going to adjust my settings. As I said, if I remember, I'll do the little screen recording and I'll add it on here so you can see me adjusting my settings, and I'll see if I can use my iPad to record what the camera looks like. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of faffing about. I'm going to have to, like, when I'm making the video and putting the video together, I'm going to have to do a lot of to and fro between the iPad and the phone to edit it, but you're watching, you don't care, so yes, I shall come back to you in a minute. So I just forgot to show what I was talking about. So this is the tea leaf reading. So the Cup of Destiny, and this was Marlene's for many years, and as I said, it's now been passed down to me. I haven't used it yet because you're not supposed to do tea leaf reading on yourself. You're only meant to do it on other people. So it's not something I've done yet, but I said my grandmother done it and was very, very good at it. Whether I'm good at it, I don't know. I have got tarot cards and things like that, but I've not delved into tea leaf reading yet. Maybe this is my sign, somehow through Laura, for Marlene to tell me, you know, pull your finger out, Diane, get your tea leaf mojo on. So anyway, but thanks to Laura for this idea for the video, and I hope you don't mind that I'm kind of copying your idea. Hi guys, so that's the settings adjusted. I'm just going to put my coffee table back square, just in case anything moves. So I'm just going to, my wire's dangling there for my computer, I'm just going to leave that there in case that moves. I said that box is there, that's not dirt by the way, it's just paint chipped off. So I'm going to leave this here. As I said, I've just showed you what dust looks like going across the screen. As I said, proper orbs kind of pulsate and go around and go slow, so I'll leave this little light on. As I said, I've got photos across here, so we'll see where any orbs maybe come out. I'm going to put this video on as well on YouTube, whether anything shows up or not. As I said, it's just a little experiment, and if you're not into it, I totally understand. Just please go and watch something else of mine. I have lots of other videos. As I said, this is just the first video of mine. I don't know if it's a video, photo shadows. Looked like it was about to fall off then. So that's it. So that's the living room all set up. Right, no bubs. No, out. Come on. Right, oh, my camera's following it already. Right, so light off. And the squeaky doors don't do well, do they? So yeah, go sit in my room. I shall leave it a little while. As I said, my camera's now going to record everything, so I'm going to have loads of notifications. But I'm going to leave it about half an hour and then start looking through whatever. I'll upload. I'll see if I can upload it about half. If I pick up anything, obviously I'm going to put it on this video. And if I don't, I'll just upload the things that look, you know, like dust and what might be a midgie or something somehow in there, or a spider or something. So either way, I'm going to be uploading stuff. Look at my stuff everywhere. Yeah, so either way, I shall upload a video so you have something to watch. But it's going to be very interesting. And just because there wasn't anything tonight, if there isn't anything, doesn't mean to say that another day there's not going to be nothing at all. So anyway, I've left Marlene's kind of trigger object there, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, I shall catch you in the morning. Last night was a big fat fail. Basically, nothing showed up on the camera. That camera isn't great for motion sensing, to be honest, because even when I was in here, it wasn't following me perfectly. It would kind of like, you know, do it like this. Not great. So tonight I'm going to do it, but I'm going to put the motion detection just back to normal, and because it still has night vision, and I'll sit in here and maybe do a little session. Nothing still might show up, and that's fine. Last night I only really picked up like a big bang in here. Don't know where that come from, but that could be anything. It could be maybe one of the neighbours, a floorboard, don't know, but it was just a weird big bang. If I can find it again in the clips that I got, then I'll add it in. The only other weird thing is when I came in here last night, the neighbour's TV that's quite loud, whatever they were watching, it was also playing a tune from a music. It's playing the sound of a music box that I had as a child. I had this little, I was trying to explain it in the clip, but as I said, because the camera wasn't following me, it wasn't recording my talking. at the same time. So I had a little music box about this size. I had a little picture of like a Bambi, like a little baby reindeer on it. He pulled a string and it played this little tune. And what they had on the telly, I don't know what it was, because it sounded like fighting, war fighting or something, but in the background I could hear this tune. It's actually on one of my clips, you could actually hear it. So if I find that, I'll add that too. That's just weird how randomly I come in the living room and then hear a tune that was on my childhood little music box that I used to carry around with me randomly. That's about it. That's all that happened. So yeah, didn't pick up well, no, the other thing that happened, that camera I've had for nearly a year has worked fine. Just before 3 AM, camera stops working. And yet it's working perfectly fine now. Because as you'll see in a second, later on today for me, but for you in a second, you'll see I'm recording again, the camera's working absolutely fine. But before 3 AM, I'll even put, so you can tell that it's not me that's just gone and switched it off. I'll show you the bit, I'll add the bit on in a minute. So you'll see where it was recording and obviously nothing was happening all of a sudden. It's as if there was no internet or anything. It's never happened before. I swear down, never happened before. So I've got no idea what went on there. That's literally never happened before. So I have no clue why all of a sudden at night time it decided not to work. And it didn't work for the rest of the night until the morning again. There was no problem with the internet because I was watching YouTube. So I don't know. Make of it whatever you will, just coincidence, just weirdness. But yeah, so I shall record tonight with me sitting in the room, just with a night vision and no motion sensor, just me recording, and see if anything shows up then. Hi everybody, I'm just quickly jumping on here just to apologise for how long the video is. I've just edited, oh my god. I've just corrected. I've just edited the video back and there's a lot, and I think we're 20 minutes already and we haven't even got to, let's just say, the good part. So if you've sat through it all already, God love you. You've the patience of a saint, and yes, there's some good stuff coming up, especially right at the end. All I will say is at the end, keep an eye on the coffee table, even rewind it and look again and let me know your comments below. I need to know what you're thinking. Now, as I said, you'll see lots of things on the camera. 99.9% of that is dust. As I said, you can tell the difference between dust and an orb. Dust is always like very shiny, glittery and very fast. Orbs, to me, everybody's got their own opinion. Orbs, to me, can kind of change shape and are quite slow and kind of like spin and kind of pulse like in and out. Where, as I said, like flies and dust that cause like lots of orbs just kind of like dart through. Orbs are kind of like different. So, but as I said, yeah, there's a goodie right at the end. But yeah, thank you for your patience in watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and let's get back to the video. No, we won't get back to the video. Me again, quickly. Recording on the night vision camera last night, it looks like it's really bad editing on my behalf. It's not. Because it's a security camera, it only records a certain amount of footage depending on how near or far I am away from the camera. So it might look like, well, it is. A lot of the recordings you're going to see, I'm talking and then halfway through it cuts out and goes on to the next clip. That's just how it's recorded. Nothing I can do about it. There's still some good stuff on there for you to see, including, as I said, like the dust stroke or real orbs, however you want to take it. Everybody's got their own interpretation of it. Said you can let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you see, hear or feel anything that I've not picked up on during my talking. But as I said, the camera does cut out a lot, so it's not my bad editing skills. So just letting you know. Thanks for watching.
showing up behind me.